Hi guys, we're going to run over a few steps in the Collage project. This is a PIXLR project, and you want to make sure that you are logged into PIXLR. Okay, and then you want to go to PIXLR E. Okay, you can use the remove background to remove the background of a photo, but right now I know I have all of my stuff prepared, so I'm just going to go through PIXLR E. Now, if we were in the classroom, we would be cutting paper for this. So I want to use the shape tool to kind of do a workaround. So we kind of get the same look. As long as we're using silhouettes and cutouts, this is going to, that's going to be what we need. So I'm going to go to Create New. I'm going to go to Full HD, and I'm going to title my project Collage. Always put your last name into your project so I know who is who. So it gives me a blank, it's a see-through for my layer, and my layer is not locked, so that is good. I'm going to go to my color picker, and I'm going to use green. Like I said, that if we were doing this in class, it would be cut paper. So I'm going to go to shape, okay, which is right here. And I'm going to choose a rectangle shape to start. And I'm going to do, oh, I left the fill different. Okay. There we go. So I just filled it. Okay. I had it as an outline with a gray interior, so I had to change the color. So now I'm going to choose a sky color. I kind of like that. Okay. And I'm still, oh look, see, I tell you, I forget to change tools also. And so here is my background. Okay. And right now they're not perfect, right? But that's okay. And because they're both on the same layer, notice that they move together. So I do have a little strip in the center that I'm going to have to work with. Okay. So the next thing I need is, I know I'm using the poem April Rain Song by Langston Hughes. That's why I did an outdoor kind of green and blue, green for the grass and blue for the sky. If I want to be picky, maybe I can do a sidewalk, or I can do like a little lighter and fill that space with a shape. Always be on an image layer. And I'm doing this all in the same layer. There. So it has like a little gray outline. So it kind of looks like, and we can make it into a sidewalk. I'll work with that later because I really just want to get through this with you. Okay, so I have my background, and I will add more. I'll add a foreground and an overlay when I get there, but right now I am going to bring in, so I click the plus sign for new layer, and I'm going to find an image. Most of my images of, I'm going to use one of myself, and I'm going to choose one that is dancing in the rain. I'm going to go to desktop. All my files I put in a, oh, and I don't have any that I removed the background saved yet. So I'm going to try to do one of my silly ones. Okay. So I'm going to hide, by clicking that, I'm going to hide that layer and only work with this. Okay, so I need to remove my background. There's a few ways of doing this, but I'm going to go use the scissors, the cutout mask tool. And we have access to this AI Auto, which is an automatic kind of background remover. Now when this works, this is just creating a mask. Okay, so it's removing the background, just what you see, but the background is actually still there. It just makes it see-through for the project. And we'll watch a little advertisement while this is working. So if you are doing this project along with a video, you can go back, hit pause right now, and then go back and start creating your layer with a background. Okay, hit continue. And look, there I am. It got the background pretty good, and because I don't want to take up too much time removing the background. So here is Dancing in the Rain. So if I look at this layer, now again, we're not working with a whole person. We are going to make ourselves into silhouettes, like Aaron Douglas used silhouettes in his artwork, and Carol Walker. So we're looking for something that will turn me into a silhouette. And I know that if I go to adjustments, there are a few different ways I can do this. One, if I go to threshold, right? If I go all the way up, I turn myself into a silhouette. Okay, if I want to be a white silhouette, I can go all the way down. Okay, I can use different ways. I'm going to do that because I want to try something. If I go to hue and saturation, okay, it is not changing on the white. There it goes. You have to click the color. I see I make mistakes all the time. If you wanted to be a different type of color of silhouette, if you click the colorize on hue and saturation, and then you can change. Maybe I want to be purple or orange. Orange is my favorite color. Okay, I'm going to apply. So I am a silhouette, right? I'm just not cut out of black paper or white paper. I'm going to use orange because orange is kind of happy for Dancing in the Rain. Now I would probably, and I'm going to do this quickly, I want to make sure what's a good color for a house. I'll do white for the house. I might draw, we'll do white with gray. I'll keep it gray interior. I need a new layer, so I'll do empty. So on this new layer, I will go to shape. See, I tell you I mess up all the time. And I'm also going to choose white so it's not outlined. When I say I mess up all the time, I mess up all the time. You just have to keep moving forward. And I'm going to draw on this layer. So notice when I tried to draw it on the layer with me, it was not showing up. I did a new layer, right? It's new layer and white house. And then I need a triangle. Now, oh no, look, it's one image. So to do this correctly, I'd either have to make sure I was doing the triangle over top or, right, or do a new layer. So when I tell you to label, look, I'm not labeling right now, but when I tell you to label your layers, it is for this reason. So there's my, it looks more like an arrow than a house, but because it's on a different layer, I have to click free, and there we go. It's going to be a higher roof. So notice I'm using my adjustment tool. I had to go from fixed to free, and that's good enough for now. So now I have, and now I know where the other triangle is, or rectangle is. So now I have me, right? Here's me, my mask layer, my silhouette. I have a house, which is an item in the background, and I'm going to, you know, if I need to change the name of my layers, right? Because this is important. I would add windows to my house because I want to do, you know, the most detailed and best job I can. And that would take more layers. Remember, whenever you're working on a layer, you have to make sure you click on it. Now, when I click the plus sign on the right sidebar for layers, it only gives me 3 options, right? I can create an empty layer, an image layer, or text layer. However, because I know I'm doing April Rain Song, I can go to Layer at the top menu, and I can add an element layer. And I want something that says rain. So I'm going to click on Overlay, and I'm going to go down. There are a few of them that are open, right? If there's a yellow rectangle, we can't use it because it's for premium, which is the paid for site. But if it doesn't have the little yellow mark, then you can click and use them. And some of these are really cool, right? There's dust, there's gradients, leaks. Okay, I don't want to leak. What I want is down towards the bottom. Because I'm doing about rain, I know that in weather, there's some pretty rain ones. I'm going to close. Now this is at 100% opacity. Look, it's locked. I'm going to click the 3 dots on that layer. I'm going to unlock it. And then I'm going to rename it Rain. And watch what happens. One of the things when we do this is sometimes we want to change the transparency, especially of that layer. Like I don't want it to be completely gone. I want it to be kind of somewhere in the middle. Okay. And then I don't have the text copied, but I do have enough room right now that I can click this text box and then click, and then I could add a text layer. Poem goes here. Okay. Remember, for your text layer, you go up here to change the color. Right? You can go here to change the font. We said there's a lot of different fonts. The style of the font. Okay. And that's a good base so far for my project. There's a lot of little tweaks I would do, and I would add a lot before I turned it in. But this covers all the bases of what the project is asking. I have a silhouette. My image is a silhouette. I have a few things in my background. I only have one right now, and it's the house shape. I would still need windows. I have rain. I added a layer of element. So this is the start. This is going okay. Like I would put the text here probably because I do have enough room. I might move, I might come up with something to put in the foreground. I might copy myself and make a few silhouettes, but we want all the figures, all the people to be silhouetted. Okay, we did that in adjustments. And we want a few, we want to make it sassy, give it some visual interest. So if you have followed along and you paused and went into PIXLR and tried and you're still having problems, make sure you email me and let me know, and I'm always here to help. Have a good day. Have fun with this project.